My name is Jasvir Basi, and we're here to do a training on Sikhism. We're going to split it up into 4 parts: the basics, similarities and differences, witnessing, apologetics, and polemics. Who are the Sikhs? They're really all around us, and they're not hard to miss because most of them wear a turban. Sikhs follow the teachings of the Gurus. The word Guru is a title which is often used in India for religious teachers. A Sikh literally means a learner or a disciple. 10 Gurus were important for the foundation of Sikhism. The first Guru was called Guru Nanak. He was born in India in 1469. All of the Gurus lived in a part of India called the Punjab, which means the land of the 5 rivers. In 1708, the 10th Guru, the final Guru, said that there would be no more human Gurus after him. In future, the teacher of the Sikhs would be their holy book. This is why their holy book is called Guru Granth Sahib. Granth is a word which means large book. Sahib is a title which shows respect. The Gurudwara is a Sikh place of worship. Gurdwara literally means Guru's door or God's house. It need not be a special building. It can be an ordinary house. The important thing is that the holy book is there. And this is what it looks like in a Gurdwara. The men sit on one side, the women sit on the other, and right in the front is their holy book. It's a big, huge volume. Langar is a meal served at every Gurdwara and prepared by volunteers. This is an act of service which they really value. Just as Christians have a cross as their symbol, Sikhs have a symbol called the Khanda, which is a circle with a 2-edged sword and 2 swords around it. The Sikh emblem contains a ring of steel representing the unity of God, a 2-edged sword symbolizing God's concern for truth and justice, and 2 crossed swords curved around the outside to signify God's spiritual power. Sikhism is the 5th largest religion, and most people do not know what it is about or how to reach Sikhs. There are about 25 million total. Sikhs in America, the pioneers, most of them worked in farming, and there on the top right is the first Sikh temple or Gurdwara that was in Stockton. And then you got prominent Sikhs and also in the military. There are 5 articles of faith for a Sikh. Uncut hair. And in the Punjabi language, they all begin with the K, letter K. So uncut hair, which is Kesh, which stands for spirituality. Iron bracelet, a Kada, which is worn usually on your right wrist, signifying that you should do good deeds. The Kirpan, which is a sword for protection. The comb, Kanga, for cleanliness of the hair, because you're not allowed to cut the hair. And underpants, Kashara, which is for self-discipline and chastity. Dastar is the word for the Sikh turban. 99% of the people wearing a turban in the US are Sikhs. There are different styles, as you can see. And for younger kids, they do not actually wear the turban. And there's about 8 different forms there. Now, there are challenges facing Sikhs in America. Hate crimes, harassment at school, harassment at the workplace, and discrimination. There are Sikhs in every sphere. Artists in the army, basketball players, actor, model, scientists, police officer. politician, lawyer, farmer. A lot of Sikhs here in California are in farming and also truck driving. A pilot, doctor, filmmaker, etc. And there's a Sikh who guards Queen Elizabeth. And the larger context, you can see on the map the growth of the various empires, the Mughals and then the British, and the Muslims actually conquered from the north and worked their way southwards. And that was a time when Guru Nanak was born, when the Mughals invaded India. And he was chosen as a prophet for the true religion according to Sikhism, and his followers became known as Sikhs, or a disciple. Reincarnation. People will live again and again until they are freed from this cycle. That is the same as Hinduism. And there's a verse from their scriptures: by the karma of past actions, the robe of this physical body is obtained. By his grace, the gate of liberation is found. Now, there you have the concept of grace also. The first two Sikhs, Guru Nanak was followed by a series of 9 teachers. The last one died in 1708. Upon death of Guru Nanak, the leadership was taken up by Angad, which literally means the body, ang, a body part. So he was part of the Guruship. For Sikhs, Guru means leader more so than a teacher. Angad is remembered for devising a new script and began to compile the Sikh scriptures. This is important because this actually paved the way for a completely different identity for Sikhs, which is starting with a new script as opposed to Sanskrit and Hindi. The fifth Guru, Arjan Dev, is another prominent Guru. He's remembered for compiling the Ard Granth. Ard means the first or original Granth, the sacred Sikh scriptures. And he's also known for building the Golden Temple in Amritsar. He was the first Sikh martyr. He was martyred by the Muslim rulers because he wouldn't convert to Islam. And militant aspects of Sikhism begin under his leadership. The Ard Granth is unique amongst world scriptures because it is the only scriptures of any religion of which we have the original autographs. It contains almost 6,000 hymns, and it's written in 60 melodies, so it's set to music. There are 35 authors, 6 Sikh gurus, 15 Bhagats, which are Hindu saints, 3 Sufis, which is from Islam, and 11 court poets. And they're all from different castes, so it is inclusive. Then the transition from pacifism to a militant form. A militant aspect began by Guru Arjan Dev, the 5th Guru, and militant form developed and confirmed by the 10th Guru, finally. And from Guru Gobind Singh to the Guru Granth Sahib, he establishes the Singhs. And this is a form of warriors. They were warriors. Singh literally means lion. And he establishes the Khalsa, which literally means the pure. So it's really soldier saints. He's forming a group of soldier saints. And he transfers the Guruship over to the Guru Granth Sahib near his death. One reason being that all 4 of his sons were killed. 2 died in battle and 2 were martyred as teenagers. This forming of the Khalsa is a very critical stage in Sikhism. And it happened in 1699 when the 10th Guru, lifting his sword, he asked who amongst the crowd would be willing to die for Sikhism. Everybody went silent. What is he asking for? And then finally one man volunteered. The Guru led him to a nearby tent and returned to the crowd with a bloody sword. Again he asked for volunteers, and by now they must be thinking he's going crazy. In all, 5 men volunteered. Finally, Guru Gobind Singh returned from the tent with all 5 men alive, each dressed and armed like the Guru. He probably killed a goat and had the sword stained with blood. And these men were willing to die for their faith, were the first members of the Khalsa, the pure. And when you become a Khalsa or take the initiation ceremony, which is often called baptism, but it's really Amrit ceremony, is the initiation into the Khalsa. Along with the Guru Granth, 5 members of the Khalsa must be present, because originally there were 5. And they're called the 5 beloved. An iron bowl is filled with Amrit, which is a nectar used in Sikh rituals, and the liquid is stirred with a sword. After the initiates drink from the bowl, Amrit is sprinkled on their face and hair. And now they have sworn allegiance to be really orthodox, observing Sikhs. Okay, here's a little chart of the Sikh gurus and the time spans. Guru Nanak is a prominent one. His birthplace is in Nankana Sahib, which is in Pakistan now. Recently, Pakistan has opened the way for Indians to visit that place directly from India without a visa. And then there was Angad, then Amar Das, and then Ram Das. These are the first 4 gurus, and they were pacifists. Even the 5th guru did not fight any battles. And the 3rd guru was responsible for social reform. He began to institute the langar, the feeding, the free kitchen. And Ram Das founded the pool of nectar, which became later the Golden Temple. And then this is the last gurus, Arjan Dev. His son Har Gobind, I'll talk about him, well, actually we can tell you right now. After they martyred his father, who instructed him basically to take revenge, Sikhism went away from pacifism. And he said he's going to wear 2 swords, one for spiritual power and one for temporal power. And then Har Krishan, he was a child guru. He died at the age of about 8 years old. 9th guru is very important because he was also martyred. He was beheaded in Delhi. And then the 10th guru, Guru Gobind Singh, he created the Khalsa, which is really the beginning of proper Sikhism. Sikhs, they have a daily devotional. Devout Sikhs, they will not eat their breakfast without having a bath and then saying their morning prayers. Religious life is fairly simple for a Sikh. Even marriage ceremonies are simple, death ceremonies are simple. And it's mainly morning prayers and evening prayers they have. Sikhism welcomes everybody from every caste as equals. Men and women are equal. And that was one reason the Guru started the langar, the communal meal, where everybody sits on the floor as equals, irrespective of their caste. Whereas in Hinduism, the low castes were not even allowed to come into the temple. Sangat is the Sikh congregation. Sangat literally means the gathering together. The Panth is the Sikh community. Sikhs participate in the Hindu festivals of Holi and Diwali. Diwali is a festival of lights, and Holi is where they throw colored powder around over each other to celebrate. Martyrdom of Guru Arjan is celebrated in June, birthdays of Guru Nanak in November, and Guru Arjan in December or January. Punjab is the center of Sikhism, and Golden Temple is the Vatican of the Sikhs. Today, some Sikhs are demanding a separate state, calling it Khalistan, the land of the pure. In 1947, when Pakistan was formed, 2 million Sikhs migrated from one side to the other, and there was a lot of massacres. Hindus and Sikhs killed Muslims, and Muslims killed Sikhs and Hindus. In 1984, there was an attack on the Golden Temple, which put a stain on the good character of the Sikhs. Several million Sikhs migrated to the US, Canada, England, Kenya, United Arab Emirates, and Italy. But most still live in the Punjab and India. In the West, there's controversies over wearing the turban and wearing the sword. And now they are allowing you to wear a small dagger, but it has to be soldered to the sheath, so you can't pull it out. And some wear a little sword as like a necklace, like Christians wear a cross. Okay, key terms. Sikh means a disciple in Punjabi language. Sikhism is a blend of certain elements of Hinduism and Islam, and I'll go into that a little later. Naam is a very prominent term. It means the holy name of God. Kabir, he was a Hindu reformer, one of the Hindu saints. Guru Nanak is the founder of Sikhism. Guru Arjan, the fifth Guru, who compiled the Granth and built the Golden Temple. Guru Gobind Singh, and then the Ad Granth, or the Guru Granth Sahib, the scriptures. Gurdwara is a Sikh temple. Amritsar is the city where the Golden Temple is located. Takht is the throne in the Gurdwara. Langar is the meal. Sangat, the congregation. Udasis are holy men of an ascetic order. They do not get married. Khalsa is the order of Sikhs, and it has a strict code. Founder Guru Nanak. Punjab is where it started, and it is a blend of Hinduism and Islam. Basically, Guru Nanak taught the true name, God. It's basically monotheistic, but there's reincarnation and karma, and he was a pacifist. Other key concepts, it is monotheistic. There's reincarnation, karma, pacifism, syncretism. And there's some websites.